In the Middle East, U.S. forces completed a ninth straight night of strikes against Iran. Tehran says it responded with attacks on U.S. targets in neighboring countries. Iran's supreme leader warns the U.S. will learn unforgettable lessons if these strikes continue. President Trump insists Iran is badly damaged.
They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much. We control the Strait. They don't control anything.
President Trump said the latest attacks were to honor the fallen service members who were killed overseas in recent days. Central Command says at least 2 were killed during Iranian attacks in Jordan. A third was killed in Iraq. The Pentagon identified 2 of the victims as First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan and Private Isabella Gonzalez. Since the start of the war, 17 U.S. service members have been killed. Here at home, the escalating attacks are bringing gas prices up again. Take a look at this. This morning, a gallon of regular will cost you $4 on average. That's up 13 cents from just a week ago. Yesterday on Face the Nation, our Margaret Brennan discussed this with Bank of America's CEO. He says the higher oil and gas prices are likely to keep inflation elevated.
The goods are being manufactured now have imported that oil and gas to go into the plastics production or the material production or whatever it was during the time when gas prices were high, and that's why our team has inflation staying higher all the way into 27 and 28.
CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata joins us live from Amman, Jordan this morning. Good morning, Charlie. What are we learning about the soldiers who were killed and how exactly?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. So the soldiers have been identified as 19-year-old Isabella Gonzalez, just 19 years old, from Carrollton, Texas, and 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan. He's from Hawaii, both assigned to Army Air Missile Defense Command. And we're hearing that an investigation is underway as the fighting continues.
For the 9th straight night, U.S. forces unleashed wave after wave of airstrikes against Iran, extending its reach and scope of targets beyond the Strait of Hormuz, according to U.S. Central Command. But Washington's vow to swiftly punish Iran for the deaths of U.S. service members has this region bracing for much more to come. U.S. officials tell CBS News a 3rd U.S. soldier was killed in northern Iraq during a controlled detonation of an Iranian drone, bringing the total number of U.S. troops killed in action to 17 since the war began. Footage of the precision ballistic missile attack on the U.S. airbase in Jordan suggests it came with little or no warning. Shocked military personnel scrambled to get to shelters. The missile and drone barrage that killed 2 service members, with an additional one still listed as missing, was the second time in 2 days Iran managed to launch a direct hit on that base. Overall, 4 Iranian attacks in 5 days targeting U.S. forces in Jordan has left dozens wounded. President Trump paid tribute to the fallen.
Well, we feel very badly, but those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
But the recent U.S. airstrikes have been focused on reopening the Strait of Hormuz, not dismantling Iran's nuclear program. The U.S. military has been sending more assets like aerial refuelers to the region, and the deaths of the first U.S. troops in months has only furthered fears the U.S. military response is about to go to the next level.
With Jordan a new front line in this fight, the Jordanian Foreign Ministry has summoned Iran's envoy, and, quote, in order to send a clear message demanding an immediate halt to all attacks, saying the safety of its citizens is a red line that cannot be crossed. Errol?
All right, Charlie D'Agata in Amman, Jordan for us. Charlie, thank you.